Okay, this is one of Jim's MKS 20s, Roland MKS 20s, with the MC50 playing back right now through MIDI, one of his songs. And I don't know how well it's coming through the camera mic, but the output is distorted. So inside this thing there's what's called a bypass relay, which gives you that delay when you first turn it on before it outputs sound, and it's a relay. You can hear the relay click. So from what I've read, when you get this distortion coming out of these things, it's because the contacts on that relay get dirty. So I had Jim pick up a bunch of relays. We got 6 of them because he's got 6 of these units. And they were cheap enough. Might as well have one for every one. So we can just change them out as needed. So this is the only one that has a backlight that works, right, of the 6. So I'm going to go in there and change the relay in this today and see if we can't clean that sound up. And we'll come back and play this song and see if the piano sounds better. You can hear that's pretty crunchy. Okay, and if you look at my focus right up there, whoop, wrong way with the zoom, you can see that my inputs are in the green all the way, so there shouldn't be any crunchiness coming from that end. Okay, so that's where we are. Actually, we'll load another one. Let's read the hard drive, and let's see what else he's got up here for songs. Late December 1963. Yeah, okay, we'll give that a whirl. Just so you can get an idea how crunchy it sounds with a couple of songs. Okay, that's loaded, and playback. And I believe this also has output that goes to his drum machine. But hear that distortion? And that's coming through the Sony my little brother gave me, playing out of these speakers right here. Side too. Okay, so you get the idea. It's crunchy, it's ugly. We'll come back and look at this one. I got it open and I'll show you what I'm doing in there. Okay, so that is the relay that we want to change. Right there, relay number 1. And in order to do that, I'm going to have to unplug all that stuff and pull this board right out. So, the digital camera comes in handy for taking shots of where things are plugged in and all that good stuff. So, I will commence. Okay, all the plugs are out. Board is free. There's everything there that plugged in. All plastic standoffs holding on. So now we'll come on this side and desolder that relay. Where is it? That's going to be these 6 contacts right there. I don't know if you could see those. Right here. So we'll desolder those and then pull that out, and I got the new one to go in there, and hopefully that will take care of the distortion. Okay, so that's where that relay sat. There it is, and I just used my soldering pencil, desoldering wick, solder sucker to get the initial solder out of there. Okay, and so here's the replacement. and it's just a 5-volt relay, and that will drop right in there. And so I'll pop that in, throw 8 dobs of solder on there, put a little flux on first, and then we'll put it back in and give it a listen. Okay, new relay installed. I have to move this to get it to focus. And so now I'll put the board back into the piano box and we'll give it a whirl. Okay, the board is reinstalled. All the connectors are plugged back in there. You can see the new relay hiding in there. Alright. So, we'll throw the bottom cover on. Actually, we'll put on both covers and plug this in and give it a whirl. Okay, all back together, powered up with no smoke or anything escaping. And I think it sounds much better. So here's the chicken song he's got programmed. I'll crank this up a little on my stereo. So the piano sounds a lot more like a piano now, instead of a piano through a distortion box. So I would call that a success, but we'll try a couple more of the songs that Jim has on the disc here just to be sure. Read the disc. And we'll dial through the songs here. What do we got? About Great Balls of Fire. We'll see what that sounds like. That should be fairly piano intensive. Okay, loaded and play. Definitely cleaner. Nice. So that's good. That means Jim will have one that has a nice brightly lit screen and sounds good. So we're still waiting on the new EL panels to come in for the other 5 digital pianos. I've got one here and he's got 3 in the studio. 4. I guess actually 3 in the studio, 1 in the truck. But we'll get them all done. So, success. So now, just gotta try and fix the treble circuit in that Hofner guitar, and that'll be good. Be done with Jim's stuff, and I can start working on some of mine. Okay, good enough.